Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 37 of the Madden 20 Connected Career Mode series video. Oh, series, not series, video series. And today it's week 10, and this week we do not have a game. Season ain't over yet, but today is our bye week. We're coming into the bye week 5-4, and you guys are going to see some practice clips from the practice before the team went on vacation and took a break and get some much needed rest for their bodies and get ready for that second half of the season, or the 7-game season. But anywho, in this video, guys, we will check the standings, the stats for some of these quarterbacks around the league, and check some of the team stats. And we're also going to preview our next matchup against the Atlanta Falcons. And I will explain, because there will be something that says Swaggy Raven versus Swaggy Raven. And I'm going to explain it right now. Guys, me and my brother actually custom make the drafts. I kind of like try to, because with most players, I don't really change the attributes really at all with some of these players. I just kind of keep what EA kind of generated, but mainly I kind of just change their development. My brother just changes their development traits and keeps some of them normal and keeps some of them maybe superstar development. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. But you guys see, there was some struggling during practice. Zach said, "Hey, we can't leave until we get 100." You guys see? Good pass. Tavon McGee making the play. Tavon McGee. Hey, bro, did y'all ever watch Shaq and the Fool? With that whole Tavon McGee. You know what I'm saying? That joint used to go hard. But, yeah. That is that. So, I don't really play with the Dolphins, alright? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't really play, as I said, I don't really play with the Dolphins. And most of these players are not really even cheesed or anything like that. They somehow just gotten a really good team. You know what I'm saying? Like a really good overall team. You know what I'm saying? Just a lot of players that they've drafted over the years and how they developed them. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of crazy because I have said that I do sometimes like kind of tweak the other players' ratings just to make it more fun and compelling. And plus, when these other players leave, it may force other players to step up in their roles and give them time to develop and see how they do. And also let them go to another team and see how they impact and see if the other teams can get impact players. That's why I've mainly done it. And by the way, this team was a lot better last year, and they went 11-5. So don't say anything about this. I didn't touch this team this year. I really didn't. You know what I'm saying? But here's the standings. The Jets are right now the worst team in the AFC. Right now the worst team right now is actually in the NFC. But yeah. But you guys see also the Jags. Just a quick note on the standings. The Jags. You guys remember they were the number 1 seed last year. They won like I think 7 games in a row. 6 games in a row to head to the playoffs. Now they're 4-5. Now you guys see the Giants. I don't know if they will ever be good in this series. They have never been good. Never. Ever. It would be a miracle to see this team finally get to the top. But here is the Cowboys, the Seahawks, Packers, Falcons are right now all the division leaders in their respective conferences. Well, divisions. Sorry. Divisions. Jesus. But you guys see the 49ers and Washington are right now the 2 wildcard spots. Own the 2 wildcard spots. Jesus. Sorry, this is gonna. We're just trying to get this thing up, man. Yeah. So you guys see Washington and the 49ers are right now the teams holding that wild card spot. And So that's that, and you guys did see that we're actually holding the number 7 slot. So right now we're in a better spot than what we were last year after 10 games. I will say, but actually no, after 9 games, I think we were actually in the same spot. I think we might have been in the same spot. But let's look at the remaining schedule at the league schedule. Not that many too crazy games. Maybe you go down the bottom of your screen, you guys will see the Dolphins and the Bengals. That's you know what I'm saying. As I said, I mainly use that count to kind of just edit players on that team. You know what I'm saying? Now the Dolphins, Bengals, all right. But you guys do see some of the games at the bottom of your screen: Raiders and Ravens and Seahawks and the Rams. Those games are going to be really key to watch, in my opinion, because you guys saw the Rams are 5-3, the Seahawks are 6-2. That's going to be a game, in my opinion, I would want to see. Those will be the 2 games of the week: Ravens and Raiders, and Rams and Seahawks. But let's look at the Bills. That's actually a game I actually really do want to point out. You guys see, I was correct. They did win 3 in a row after starting out 1-2. So they were rolling in hot when they played against us, and we dominated them. And you guys see they don't have a tough end of the season schedule. But I would say this: they need to find a way to, if they want to have any shot of making it to the postseason. I think they have to win this game. They got to beat the Jets. They got to. And then the Bengals, that's a winnable game, but that's a tough offense for you guys to play. But they have to find a way to beat. They have to find a way to beat the Jets. I couldn't think of it. I'm sorry. But here's our schedule at the end of the season. Now, this is a little bit of a change to what I thought heading into week 5. This is what I thought. We played the Dolphins again. And like I said, this is where I kind of just was going to explain it in my head, how I was going to explain it to you guys. But I already explained it about the whole why it says Swaggy Raven. You guys know why now. Falcons and Jets. The Falcons game is going to be tough. It's going to be a tough one. But now I thought literally all these games outside of the Jets games were going to be tough. Because I thought the Panthers were actually doing pretty good this year. But they have actually lost their last 3 straight games. So we had the Falcons, Jets at home, back to back. Then we had 3 straight on the road with the Dolphins, Ravens, and Chiefs. 2 of those games are actually on primetime football. But really, 3 out of our first 4 games coming out of the bye is going to be extremely tough football games. And 2 of those games are going to be on the road. If we can go 3-1 in that stretch, I think we will be in a good spot. And as I said, the Panthers have lost 4 out of their last 5 football games, so they've kind of put themselves out of the playoff picture in the NFC. And this is where we stand right now in our season. We're right now 5-4, playing against the Atlanta Falcons, who are right now leading their division. The Buccaneers can still end up stealing that division. And by the way, I don't know if you guys know this. This will be the first time we'll be playing against Vernon Milliard, the rookie quarterback who was kind of underrated coming into the draft, kind of overlooked. He's definitely balled out and played like a quarterback that should have been drafted much higher. Kind of like Zach Phillips, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. You know. But here is the Falcons' defense. Right now, I think they're ranked 18th against the pass. Against the run game, they've actually ranked 10th worst. So 22nd against the run. That's actually probably a good thing for us. Actually, maybe not, because I don't know how to feel, because every single time we play against a bad running game, we don't show up. Or a bad rush defense, we don't show up. When we play against a good rush defense, outside the game against Tampa, we dominated. I don't understand. And by the way, this team is tied for 4th in the league in sacks. This might be, we already played against a really good pass rushing football team in the Cleveland Browns earlier this year. And also, just a quick side note, I think we're actually at the bottom of the league in terms of giveaways this year, which is pretty much going to be always. with the amount of interceptions and how well the Patriots take care of the football. But just a quick side note. The Falcons are tops in the league in takeaways. Yeah. So, no risky passes. A lot of safe throws. Zach needs to understand he cannot be hanging passes up there. Because if he does, they're going to get picked off. They're going to get picked off. They're going to get picked off. So, you guys see the stats for it. You guys saw Zach is still leading the league in passing yards. You guys see Kenny Galladay is on this pace. Kenny Galladay is on pace for an 1,000-yard season. Also, you guys see some of his defensive players. Outside that fourth quarter against the Bucks. Our defense for those 9 quarters before the fourth quarter, they were like unstoppable. There was like no stopping that defense. We're gonna have to have that defense against the Falcons at home next episode. We're gonna have it. The Joshua Henderson, and by the way, I was just looking at contracts. I was wondering if we actually re-signed him. Thank God we have, because he deserves every penny. He probably deserves a bigger contract than this, honestly, because he's without question our best defensive player on the football team. He's without question our best corner on the team, Zach McKay. I mean, he's actually 2 years left on his deal. I'm going to assume we're going to give him a big deal. I mean, I would be shocked. The only person I'm still upset we did not sign, Jose Fernandez, he's unfortunately in his last year of his deal. But the guy that I'm actually really still kind of upset that we still have not signed him and still did not, what's the word I'm looking for? Did not re-sign him and get him back on the team is Shane Dillon. Even though over the last couple games, Elliott Fry has actually been doing well, now Solomon Thomas as you guys see, Solomon Thomas, he's on his last year of his deal. Gerard Curtis, you understand that he's still on a rookie deal right now, but I like him. I think we have a good overall team in a lot of different areas. Maybe on the front line we're a little bit weaker, but we're still pretty solid up there in the front line. You know what I'm saying? On the front line, the front four. I think we're still somewhat solid there. And maybe we draft somebody there at the D-tackle position. You know what I'm saying? And then we still got Max Crosby. So I think we are very solid up front at all spots. But I think one thing I did not highlight in this review and stuff like that is, in this whole entire thing, is one. The offensive line and the pass protection. At this point, I think we were giving up like 27 sacks. I mean, they've allowed less than 9. They have cut that through 9 games. They've dropped that to only 18 sacks given up. That's just terrific. That's just terrific offensive line play, and that's just a terrific job by these offensive linemen, because that's pretty tough to do after the season that they had last year, and I'm very proud of it. And you guys see Danny Malone, he's right now leading the MVP voting. But tell me who should be MVP. Me, Danny Malone, or a guy who's 6-2 and is right now on pace to have a 4,000-yard passing season, 44 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. And by the way, the reigning Super Bowl MVP. Madden these days, man. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Week 11 is coming out soon. Turn on the bell. I'll try to post every single day. Have a good day, guys. Peace.